So this is a recording for Bring Your Own Lab. Bring your own lab. What does that even mean? Well, everyone knows what is bring your own device, BYOD, which simply means that in companies, when you want to work in the future, you can bring your own device and your own laptop as well, so that you can simply connect to their domain using your own laptop, and it can work that way. But what is bring your own lab? What we are doing is that we are focusing on you as a student. We trust you and we want you to set up your own labs. Just bring your own laptop and go through our interactive step-by-step process using our unique world-class simulation tool. What you will learn is about setting up your development environment to be able to complete the exercises related to your course, and you can carry on with all the activities for doing your tutorial without having to sit behind a computer on campus or even logging into any virtual labs created for you. What are the benefits? At some universities, some other institutions in Australia and also in overseas, they are providing you with access to virtual labs or sandboxes or real labs when it is physical and you have to go there to do your exercises. Think about it, all those tools and programs that you need to have access to in order to complete your tutorials are already there. Even the shortcut is available on the desktop. You just simply double click on it and it's just ready for you to do your assignments. How good is that? It's not good. It's actually not good. Why? I tell you something. What happens in the very first day of your work? You are studying, of course, but one day you will work as business analyst, as a data analyst, as a programmer, as a front-end developer, back-end developer, full-stack developer, cybersecurity specialist. What will happen is that you will be given a laptop and you have to install all the necessary tools, IDEs, database engines, and everything else. They might share with you a document on how to set up your environment, but even if they wanted to, the document is high level. It doesn't provide all the step-by-step processes. What we are trying to do is to prepare you for what you have to do in the very first few days of your work, the onboarding process. Nobody is sitting next to you installing all the necessary tools for you. They expect you to understand about it. And guess what? During the interview, or even the very first day of your work, if they ask a question of, hey, have you done any programming, for example, using any tools like PyCharm? If your answer is no, I have done only using the virtual machine, the sandbox, the virtual labs, I've done amazing work, my marks were basically, I got high distinction for it. They will smile at you, thinking like, how can I trust getting someone to do the actual development of our tool and programs and products when that person hasn't installed the necessary tools to do programming using the real products, using the real tools that are being practiced in the industries. So they just think like you just use labs, virtual environments, simulated environments, and not the real environments. What is Bring Your Own Lab? In Bring Your Own Lab, our objective is to provide you with in-depth, step-by-step training to set up your own labs. If you're studying Python for data science, as per your unit outline, you are required to use certain tools. What we do is that we just provide you with all the step-by-step processes, very clear. In fact, using a simulation engine, which makes it super easy. So even if you don't have any IT backgrounds, by simply clicking on the simulation engine, you will learn about setting up your own environment. You have to do it the very first day of your tutorial. Even before the very first day, if you want to bring your own laptop, you have to do it so that you are prepared. The training, trust me, is very easy to follow. It starts by asking you to go to Google, search for something. So a step-by-step process is like a virtual person sitting next to you, guiding you on the screen, pointing to every item or menu that you have to click, or every text that you have to type. That's how our simulation engine works. And we want to make sure that we empower you to set up your own labs. But what are the benefits? One benefit I already told you. What happens is you are prepared for the very first task of that your future employer will be asking you to do. You are prepared for that day. What are the other benefits? If you're studying, let's say, Python, or if you are studying a course for data science, could be MySQL or anything else, you will learn the language like Python, but then you will find it easy to set up the tool that is recommended by your tutor to complete your exercises, and also a few other tools. So you learn one language like MySQL or Python, but you set up multiple tools. It doesn't take much time, but what are the benefits? Well, first of all, it's all about competencies. When you are using multiple tools, then you will learn the benefit of some of those tools and the features that they are offering, and you can do your task in a more confident way. What are the other benefits? You're just adding more tools that employers really need into your CV. So when you're applying for a job, your CV gets indexed in those websites like seek.com.au and LinkedIn. And guess what? When you're applying for a job, there are hundreds of other applicants applying for the same job, and those websites are designed with an algorithm that is showing the most relevant CV that is a better match with the job. They are using AI and other algorithms, but how those algorithms work? Those algorithms are relying on keywords, the right keywords that you've added to your CV. They just fetch it and they just decide whether you are more competent compared to the other candidates. So what will happen is that when you are adding Python with PyCharm, with Anaconda, with other tools that you have done your own setup, following or bring your own lab, your CV will be indexed with the higher ranks in those websites whenever you are applying for a job. So indirectly, it actually increases your chances of securing a position because your CV ranking will be higher than the other candidates. Why? Because you use keywords like Anaconda, which is a different tool for developing Python, and you just learn it throughout the Bring Your Own Lab training or Tutor Techniques. Bring Your Own Lab is focusing on you, is empowering you, rather than giving you a super simple, ready to use sandbox, virtual environments, virtual labs, real labs. We just trust that you can do it. Bring your own laptop and log into our courses, and they are designed to make it super simple. Believe me, super simple to follow a step-by-step process to set up your own environment. Good luck with your journey in setting up your environment.